in this video, I will walk you through the whole process of building and using search functionality Bubble. We're going to use very common and very regular search functionality which you can apply to any of your projects. But before we get started, I prepared a very small course and which can be very helpful to you if you're planning to build a filtering system for your SaaS product or your personal area or for your e-commerce store. You can check the link below. If you like it, I will be very happy. If not, just enjoy this video. Okay, so let's have a look what we have. This is my main page and this is my input, and right down below this is my repeating group. I'll show you, let's click on a preview and I'll show you what I have inside of my repeating group. So the data inside of my repeating group is my so each card inside the repeating group is the job role. So each row was posted by a recruiter, and there's a company, the position, location. So location can be one location or can be 3 or 4. So sometimes it can be Europe, UK, USA, and worldwide or remote. So and of course the wage. Okay. Okay, so and the idea behind it is quite simple. So we need to, when the user type any kind of information here, we need to search across all the columns and find the relevant data, and we need to output that data after the user click on the button. Today we're going to build 2 pages. There are 2 similar pages. This is my main page, and in terms of better user experience, I'm not planning to change any data on this page because I want to stick to the consistency, and I would like to leave all the job roles on the main page without filtering. But once the user click or type some data and pass that data, we're going to redirect the user to another page, and then we're going to loop our user across within only one page. So I'll show you what I mean. So this is my main page, and the main page is index 3, and we need to create a new page. We just clone it, and let's call it an index 4 demo. And we're going to copy from index 3. Okay. Okay, so let's come back to my main page, and let's edit the workflow. I'm going to remove this one. So there are so many ways to set a workflow and sending the value from one page to another page, but we're going to use the very most common and most, I would say, simple one method is go to page. So the destination is index 4 demo, and send more parameters on the page. And another parameter going to be query. So this is the name of the parameter, so it can be any kind of name. And the parameter, the value of this parameter is the value from our input. It's going to be an index, search index, and value. So the name input search index 3 is equal to the name on the main page, input search index 3. So the name it is possible to change, and it can be any kind of name you wish. And the next thing I need to add is a condition. So we will tell to our application that we can send the data just in case the value is not empty, because it is kind of a prevention from the wrong behavior. And once the user let's assume that our user might for example type something and then remove or accidentally click on the button. So in this case anything won't be sent because we set this condition. Now we need to go to page number index 4 demo, this one, and index number 4, and now we need to do the same. So the user lands on this page right after the user click on the button search. We need to, let's also mark it as blue and go to page. Destination is going to be an index for demo. More parameters, query, and also the value from an input, from our input. And the prevention value is not empty. Okay, great. So let's come back to our main page, and let me check this one. Format, yeah. Okay, so let's come back on our main page, index 3, and let's preview this page. So now I am expecting that if the user type anything right into this input and then click on the button, I'm expecting to see this data on the top of my page. And here it is, query and software. Okay, now we receive the data the user sent through the input, and we were redirected to page index 4 demo. And now we'll test the behavior I said. And as you can see, it works perfectly because UK USA, so the page is not redirected anymore. The value is just changing on the page inside the query parameter. Here you see, right there. Okay, now I would like to come back on the main page, and now no, not on the main page. I need to go to index 4, and then now we receive the data the user sent to us, and we need to filter it, to apply the value to our filter somehow. So the best way to do that is you need to go to repeating groups, just click on the left menu on your editor, on the data source. And inside the data source, we need to set a constraint, and this constraint calls AnyField. There are so many different ways, but the most simple one is to apply this method. So it's kind of a built-in method called AnyField contains. And the coolest thing about this method or function is that by default, this filter is searching across any matches within each column. So as you can see, it might see that this is my job roles table, this is my database, and the job roles is my data type. And as you can see, there are so many different columns here, and the user can find any information. And this function will help us to search across many fields. Okay, this is the coolest thing about any field contains. If you want to search it across only one column, you need to do many different constraints. So if you need to search it across, you need to choose the column contains, and then you need to pass the value the user sent inside the input. Okay, and this, the value is just, we just need to pass the value here, and that's it. Okay, so any field contains, and so any field contains, any column contains, I would say, the value from the input. Okay, not the input, sorry, I was wrong. URL. We need to retrieve the data from our previous page, so get data from the URL. Yeah, my bad. Okay, and the parameter name is query. Okay, good. So let's refresh the main page. No, it's not the main page. This one is the main. Let's preview this. Okay, so let's assume that we want to find on all the job roles based in the UK, and let's click on it. Okay, yeah, it works perfectly fine, and we have 3 records inside of data type. Let's check another one. Let's assume that developer. There is only 1 record inside of our database. Okay, so this is how it works. It's very simple and very common. So in my next lesson, I will try to explain how we'll add a little bit more complexity, and we'll try to build the same search, but with after completion, some kind of, I would say, fuzzy search. So the fuzzy search is the search which will ignores any spelling or mistakes, capital letters or repeating letters, I would say. So we'll try to set this filter out and improve the quality of user experience.